Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Welcome.
yo. Hey,
Hello.
Welcome
Hi.
to
special edition.
Special Mother's
Special
Day
Mother's Day.
edition.
Oh, what's
Um,
my cup?
yeah, so we got a few extra special guests in the building
Extra
today. On today.
on today. Extra special.
Extra special. But before we get into introductions, we are here to restore, renew, reignite the everyday woman.
Woman. Yes, yes.
Yes. So why don't we just gonna dive right into it on
We're
tonight?
going to jump into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are not going to do our traditional show today, right? Right, Joy?
Right, we're not.
Go ahead. What we're doing, Joy? Tell them what we're doing. Tell the people what we're doing today.
We about to pick our brains or the brains of our phenomenal mothers. That's what we just about to do. We just about to have a little chitty chat
Yes.
with these ladies. So
Who are these ladies?
Well, my mom is in the building. Ma, put 2 thumbs up, wave, say hi to the people.
Hey.
Hey.
She driving the bus.
Hey, Miss Betty.
Driving the bus.
Welcome to What's in My
Hey.
Cup.
All right.
And we got my mama,
who this
the lady
pretty young
that
lady?
the lady that birthed me, Miss Pam. Hey, Miss Pam.
Hello. Hello.
Pam. She looking like me today, y'all. She got her hair to the side. She trying to look like her today.
I peep game.
Right.
So, I think what we want to do is just have like just an open dialogue conversation that is a good thing to have with your mom.
Yes.
Because we moms and they're our moms, and we kind of want to get a perspective on how they saw or how they dreamed or wanted life to be with kids, or how they went through life with us,
right,
and how they still maintain a portion of themselves. So
right,
yeah, that's what we want to know, y'all. We want to know
right. So just because they've been in the game a lot longer than we have, so we just want to ask a couple of questions and see, because somebody listening maybe don't have that relationship with their mom, and maybe they want to ask their mom some questions, and because it's almost Mother's Day. Mother's Day is Sunday. So we definitely wanted to bring our moms on. So thank you, mommies, Miss Mamas, for coming on our episode.
Okay.
Today.
You're welcome.
So just a little question and answer. We'll throw out some questions and just see how y'all feel about it, what y'all take on it. Okay. So just fun. I'll start the first question in. So first, how about we kick it to y'all, and how about y'all let us know, like, as far as motherhood is concerned, like how many kids you have, what's the genders, have you always wanted to be a mom, like was mommy is something new or something that you always wanted to do? How about we kick it to y'all first, and then we'll go into the question. How about that? Miss Betty, you want to start?
Yes. Well, I have 2 children, 2 adult children, of course, Jamar and Joy. And yes, I wanted to be a mother. Wasn't sure. Well, it was planned. Jamar was planned. So, yes.
So Joe was the oops baby?
Well, I'm just finding out.
No, I said that because he was first.
Right.
I got that.
Get out your feelings. Get out your feelings, Joy.
So it's all good. It was all good.
Should have led with that.
In the works, in the plan.
Yeah. Good job, Miss Betty. You cleaned it up real nice.
Real good.
Mama, what about you?
I have always wanted to be a mom. My best friend and I, when we were in high school, said, if you're not a mom by 25, then you're old maid. I don't know where that came from.
Lord.
Yes, they used to say that.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be a mother. I have 3 adult daughters. They're 2 years and 2 months apart in that order, the order they were born, Saturn being the oldest. And yeah, I've enjoyed being a mom and wanted to be one.
So we've got the perspective of you gotta have, like you were saying, Miss Pam, your friend said, if you were 25 and didn't have kids and you were old maid. So it would seem like it was always in the car. Like you had to line up, like you got to have them. And so with that, what were your fears of motherhood or parenting? Did your fears change as the kids got in different stages in life?
No. I think my thing was because I had them at between 20 and 21, we just kind of grew together, and I wouldn't do it any other way. So people are waiting now in their 30s and 40s, well, 40s now, but
even 50s.
Yeah, exactly.
So y'all
I
were
wouldn't do
told
it
to go
any
ahead
other way.
and have y'all kids. Y'all were told to go ahead and have y'all kids, get them out the way.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that culture has changed.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would. Oh my God! First off, I would have had to explain to you that I had a kid at 20 because I was still in school. Then you would have had to raise that.
That's true.
I don't think it would have went over well. So
it would have went over well. Not in the beginning, but it would have went over well.
Well, I thought I had my children late to time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was late? What was late, Miss Betty?
Which you did. You did.
Well,
according to that
now,
frame.
but I think I was
33.
20. Would you let me tell my story?
You was not there. You was not there. Go ahead, Miss Betty. You got to
I was okay. Let me think about it.
Okay.
20 between 20. I was 28.
Okay.
27, 28. Well, 20.
Joy,
I was trying to remember when I got there. But I believe I was 27 when I first got pregnant.
Okay. And that was that's with your son.
Yes.
Yeah, see, they waiting way later now. Some of my friends almost 40 and still hadn't started yet. So yeah, that culture has definitely changed.
Right.
So did you have any fears about just parenting or motherhood when the kids were younger, and as they got older, did those fears change for you?
I actually have any.
No fears at all?
No.
Really?
Really?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's different.
Well, I guess if you want to call being uncertain and wanting to be a good mom, a good parent, and what that was going to look like, you have those types of fears. Well, I did. And sometimes being pregnant, you would have these dreams about being pregnant and having babies. And so I think I had a certain amount of fear in doing it right, getting it right.
Yeah.
You know, those types of things. I wasn't necessary. And then you have a different type of fear when it comes to I take that back. Not fear. I was going to say during the delivery time. But I think I had some of the normal fears about wanting to be a good mother and of the world mostly. And, of course, it's even worse now, but thinking how the world is and bringing children into that. Those types of thoughts.
Yeah. So that's magnified now times 100.
Yeah.
For real. Because I remember, and I will bring it back in, but like there was a time where there was this sleepover at this, like, I don't know if it was a church function. I don't know if you remember, but I was like 2nd or 3rd grade, and it was at this house with like, I didn't know anybody. I just saw a flyer. I don't know where I saw the flyer, but I told my parents. I wanted to go. I wanted to go to this. It was like what do you call it? When you go to the church, a lock-in. It was like a lock-in.
Church lock-in. Oh, we did those.
But this wasn't at nobody church.
What kind of lock-in was that?
I don't know, but I went and my parents dropped me off, and I was.
Miss Betty, you remember that? Because that sounds like tall tales to me. Miss Betty, remember that?
That ain't no tall tale.
Probably good.
Well, I know I didn't take you to some strange place for a sleepover.
My dad did. My dad did.
Well, I had to know what was going on for you to go. I slightly remember a couple of sleepovers, and I never worked comfortable with sleepovers. So, are you talking about the Girl Scouts thing?
Maybe that's what it was.
That was the Girl Scouts.
Joy, your memory cloudy.
Listen, there was boys, but there were boys there.
Oh,
that was somebody's little brother.
That's what I remember.
We didn't do sleepovers.
I don't quite remember that, but yeah. I'm sure I knew the folks. I knew the activity. I'm
sure you did. You did. I just didn't know nobody, and I was just like, I want to go.
Well, you probably didn't. It probably was a combination of churches coming together. If it wasn't, it was at someone's home.
Yeah, it was at like a house, like a big house. It wasn't a church. But anyway, nowadays we not doing.
I didn't do sleepovers. We didn't do sleepovers, and I'm the same way with my kids. Like my mom can attest to that. Like we didn't do sleepovers. It was just my mom. I think we probably slept over at grandma's house. That was it. I went to my grandmother's house. That was it. We didn't go anywhere else. And my kids are the same way. If they're not going to my house, which is what my mom called my kids call my mom. They're not going.
Look at me, Mom.
Shout out to your cup, Mama.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to your cup.
My grandbabies gave me this one.
So she's me, Mom. Miss Betty, what are you? My mom's me, Mom. What are you?
I'm Nana.
No, you're not. No, you're not. They don't call you that.
They call me Nanny.
Nanny. You Nanny. Oh. Did y'all want to be? When you thought about having grandkids? Did you have a name that you thought the kids would call you?
I wanted to be called. I wanted that honor and privilege.
Really?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's where me and my came from. So then my kids came. You want to be grandma though? Okay, I don't want to be grandma.
I don't need that. I want to be Joy.
I want to be Gigi. You want to be Joy?
My grandkids gonna call me Joy.
Miss Joy. I like Joy. I like Joy.
Why do you like Joy, Mama?
Because that's my middle name.
Shut up.
Yeah.
And my baby's middle name.
Get out. So I talked about us not spending the night. You know, we didn't do sleepovers. So let me ask y'all this. And Mama, I already know you get cloudy on this with your memory. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, y'all, I tell y'all, if y'all have watched any of our previous episodes, you already know when I say Miss Pam didn't play, Miss Pam did not play the radio. Okay. My mom was very strict. Okay. Now she gonna tell you that she wasn't, but she was. Okay. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about how you parented us as kids versus how you are as a grandmother. Let's talk about that.
It's not this far.
So are you strict? Are you strict on them grandkids? No. You're
That's
real
your job.
soft.
That's your job. I don't have to be.
Explain that. Explain that logic.
It's your job. I want to be loved. I want to be that loving grandmother.
I get it.
Hey.
You get to spoil the children and send them home to their parents.
It's like a do-over because we had to do the plan with the kids that we had. So when the grandkids come along, it's like a do-over. And there you be that loving person that you want to be in.
Because you don't have to. I'm gonna say
we learned a little something.
Yeah. Well. Yes. Speaking of that,
let's go into that.
Right.
Go ahead.
So now that you are a Meemaw and a nanny, what advice or wisdom would you give to your younger self now that you've gone through motherhood? Now that you are, a grandma, what would you share to your younger self?
Right.
That you know now.
I gotta think about that one. Go ahead.
I would, you had given me a couple of questions and I was looking over them, pondering them, and thought about the grace, allowing your children grace.
That's a preach right there. Go ahead, Miss Betty.
She writing it down.
Just a little bit of grace and patience. For me, because if you was a working mom outside of the home, and I worked with children and special needs children for years, and I was always called all day long, Miss Jeffries, and I was like the mom in that class. So when I come home, I didn't have the patience that I would want when my children start calling me, Mom, Mommy, Mommy. And when I'm feeling that stress, I would have liked to maybe chose ways of releasing it So I would have a little more patience with the children because, the kids are being kids. That's their job to kind of be there, for lack of another word, worry you. So for me, I would tell my 20-year-old self to try to, I want to say, be able to release and rest, give yourself a break, do a little more for yourself. Sometimes that's hard. Even if it's just when they're gone to bed, you go in a quiet place and sit, read, listen to some music, do nothing. Or spend time with your husband. You all connect and come together, see how the week was, the day was, and those kind of things.
That is good right there, Miss Betty. That's good. I like that advice.
Okay.
That's good. That's a great takeaway, because I know that Joy and I talked about it. We've talked about it on our episodes before. Like we're moving so much, and by the time we get home from working and all this good stuff, we feel like we don't have a lot to give to the kids. And kids are, like you saying, just being kids, and they hollering going on. They really just want your attention and your time, but you feel like you have nothing else to give because you're giving it all day. I pray for patience too. So I really like that. Is really good advice, Miss Betty. I like that.
But let me add,
if I can throw it in there, I don't know if you have a personal garage, but you work it. I don't know if you work it at home, but most of y'all are working from home. But if you like coming in from work or take that break from work, go out in the garage with a pillow or something, sit in your car and just scream. Or turn on some music for 10 or 15 minutes and just jam. And then exhale and inhale and go greet or meet your children and your husband.
I like it. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, what did you do for an outlet?
Well, I was thinking about that too. I had my crafts, I think. I had a season of different things. At the beginning of being 20, I don't know if I had any. Well, I was older than 20, but in the beginning of first mom, because I was able to, and bless my husband that I was able, after Jamar, I believe I left my job. I resigned from it and stayed home for about a year. Maybe 2 years. I think I went back to work when Joy was born at 6 months, I believe, because I felt we could use a little bit of the income. But I had seasons during the younger time. You kind of had to find your way and press your way, and hopefully, if you have your faith during that time, you pray, talk to God, your mom, whoever, other friends, and you share some of the same situations. But later on, it was crafty sewing, and I've used my hands a lot in life, and making different craft projects. And even at one time, I would go set up spots and sell those crafts, and have a big sewing thing.
Look at history repeating itself. Your child into crafts and selling stuff too.
And then after that came music and dance for me.
Okay.
And I also didn't know at the time I became liturgical dance in my church where it started.
Get out.
Yeah. So that helped me through a lot of hard times. Music can help you as well as the word can help you some hard times in life. And that helped me.
We might need you to come on and put on some music and just start,
dancing. Go on freestyle dance.
Yeah.
Mom, what about you?
Sure,
what tips would you give your younger self, your younger self that you would have, wish somebody would have given you?
To count to 10 before I whip my children. Because I would like to say I don't have any regrets, and until I think about how I did with my children.
You went into a that was actually going to be one of my questions. So that's good, Mama.
So I wish I would have counted, danced, sung something, but the cycle rolls over from the generation before. So you kind of deal with the hands that you've been dealt with. You make the best of it in life, and so I did that, and I don't really have any regrets. I would tell my younger self, maybe don't act on the decision of today. Think about, is this going to be best for you 10 months to 2 years from now? And if not, what are you going to do to get there?
That's good.
To get there? And this is kind of outside the realm, but I would also like to say that I wish this is a wish, that I would have taken more pictures with my kids. My kids didn't, because that kind of comes back when the kids are asking, this one always asks, so I didn't do enough of that. I was a stay-at-home mom because my husband at the time, had a good job, took care of us, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I appreciated that. So it worked out for me and for them. I got to go on school events all the time.
She was everywhere. She was y'all. Yeah, she was everywhere.
So
said like, you hear again.
It's like your mom.
They looked for me.
Your mom was working with the front office.
I kind of sheltered them a little. So my younger self was pleased with the cards that I was dealt, except for because I was at home, I just wanted that perfection out of my kids. So they are kids. So taking this would have been better at the time.
Oh, I'm learning some things about you, Mom. I've never heard you say that before. Okay,
but it makes sense. Like, she's there for you all. So, like, I feel like I don't want to say my kids will be better. That's not what I mean. But like, if I was here 24/7, I think I would have more time to devote to whatever emotional, whatever extracurricular, like whatever. I will be involved more. So, but so I know what she means by perfection. Like, you are here to instill. You have, I don't want to say nothing else to do, but that's an important role, and you don't have to think about nothing else but your kids.
That's true.
Right. And she didn't miss. Like, she literally, she ain't lying. She didn't miss a beat. Like every field trip, and I loved it because you would look up and whether people know it or not, because I know everybody's circumstances are different. Whether people know it or not, the kids remember like, oh, my mom made the field trips. I remember my mom made all the field trips, and that was important to me. And so, just like we carry things over from our parents, like I try to make every field trip my kids. Although I'm not staying I don't stay at home, but I try to make their field trips. I try to make their programs. And it tears me up if I'm missing something. So, because my mom, a lot of times, have you ever said something out loud or talking to your kids? And like, oh my God, that's my mama coming out my mouth. So it's a lot of things that we do that are, we pick up from our parents, just like my mom said, like it carries over. So I do think that because now, and Mommy, I told you this, the way I wouldn't be who I am now if it wasn't for, how you were back then. But I think because I got that in me to like, sit down, I want to spank your butt. I got that in me, heavy because that's how my mom was.
Yeah.
But now that I'm looking back, and my mama even say stuff to me, she's like, Sat, and give him a minute. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to jump so fast. I'm like, I got that from you.
That's how I look back and I see me in this one, and I don't like what. Yeah, when you start in the beginning of the conversation, you may have a memory lapse, Mom, but the memory lapse is not there. It's just I
know it's selective memory for you.
My dad one too, so.
Oh, my granddad didn't play. I remember that too. My granddaddy didn't play. My mama didn't play, and so
his mama didn't play,
and his mom, my great grandma didn't play. I remember her being mean though.
Yeah,
I just remember, like, my memory of her was like she's very stern. My granddad was the same way. My mom's the same way. But I think now in this, what I would like to reverse is not to be so quick to, reprimand and not to be so quick to fuss.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of apologizing, and I try to catch myself when I'm talking to them. Because a lot of times, the one thing it ain't them. A lot of times we dealing with our own stuff. And one thing that mothers, I think don't admit enough is we dealing with our own stuff. So you take the things out on the people that are most closest to you, and normally that's your kid, so, or your spouse. So most of the time it has nothing to do with them. It's the stress of the day. It's stress of life. It's all these other things compacting what's going on with us. So it has nothing to do with them. So yeah, you're right about that. That's good, Mama.
That is. And just back to like the discipline part. I know for me, I feel like, and I talk to myself in my head all the time. Like in the moment, I'm really talking to myself. And I'm like,
loud too.
Yeah, but it's like we wanna check it like right then and right there, because we don't want to be played with. Like, no, I'm about to check this right here, right now, nip it in the bud. But you know, it depends on what's going on, because sometimes I get on my own nerves fussing at the kids.
Right.
Like, I'm tired of just whatever. But I think that's a part of, like, and each child is different, so you have to be mindful of that.
Right.
You hit on something then, Joy. Remember, Mama used to tell you, like, oh my God. So my mama said, I'm the oldest of 3 girls. I'm the one she learned with. I'm the one you was practice, baby. I was a practice kid. You know, you practice on the first one, you learn. You got it when you get to the second one. But I remember telling her as I got older and bolder enough, I feel like I could say, I was like, you treat me different. You so hard on me. You so much harder on me than you are on the other one. But
it was true.
Now that I have 2 of them, I can understand. You love them the same. I love them as the same, but you have to parent them differently because it's how they receive it or what they need at the time.
Yep.
That's right.
Swear. There's not a mold. You think because you the same parent and you got 2 kids, they should.
You think they should be the same? They are not. Ain't they right, Mom?
That's right. I used to have personalities in my house.
Yep.
3 attitudes. Yeah.
Then 3 girls. Oh my God, I don't know how you did that.
Wow.
Well, y'all got along great, but you were just very different. Yeah.
We did.
When you were teenagers, you started to drift apart. But yeah, as children, you got along great.
You didn't know if we didn't because we were scared to fight.
I know you was a little bully. You used to tell them what to do all the time. They did what you wanted.
That was being a big sister.
Yeah.
Being a big sister. But my mom was like, all y'all got is each other. Y'all in here fighting, y'all in trouble. I'm like, be quiet. You already know. She come in here, she gonna whoop all of us. So don't cry. Be quiet. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
So if we was fighting and arguing, you would never know.
Fighting quiet.
Quiet. Be quiet. So yeah, I had like one other question before we let y'all go. So is there anything, that you felt like I have these things on my bucket list of these things that I still want to accomplish in life. And sometimes I feel like I can't pursue those things because I'm too busy being mom, wife, and I'm working. Is there anything that either one of y'all feel like you something you had like on your vision board or something that you really wanted to obtain that you really didn't get to do because you was throwing so much into being a parent? Throwing so much into working or your household or your spouse? Is there anything you felt like you just didn't get to do in your younger years because of being a parent?
Well, for me, I went to, after getting married, I think I was already taking classes in the evening because, of course, I was working. And after marriage, I continued going to school, and I wanted to be an interior designer. And I got pregnant with Jamar, and of course, I continued up to that point where I couldn't. And, after delivering him, I'm trying to remember, I did go back sometimes after that, but I didn't really continue that feel for his classes. And that's one of my, I don't know what I call it, things I like to do is turning stuff into something or nothing into something. I like decorating and doing things. That's a part of who I am, and I didn't get to do that except for in my own house. I have done a few outside, but that's something I let go. I just figured it was too much working and first baby, so I didn't go back in that field. But that's something I thought that I wanted to do and be. Yeah, because as a young girl, I used to keep my mom's house tore up and moving her stuff, and she used to tell me, Betty, when you get your own house, you can fix it and do it like you want to.
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that here.
That's nice.
You can do that at your house, but not at
Yeah.
house. I put my stuff back the way I had it.
And she had those hardwood floors. She had those hardwood floors, and I would be dragging furniture across and stuff. But yeah, I tend to find that here and there, but that's something I had wanted to do. I'm not totally sorry about it, but
that's
life
good.
brought on other
that's
things.
The silver lining.
Yeah, yeah. Ma, what about you?
Again, at a young age, I want to be that mom, but I often think about what if I had finished school, I did want to finish school. And I also wanted to go into the Army. My dad taught me how to go into the Army. So you can quit that school, come home, but you can't come home from the Army. So I just would have liked to have known or to see how far I could have gone with school, and maybe life would have been a little different, but I can't see it any different, honestly.
Right.
Yep.
And you have no regrets right now. Yeah. Is that why you didn't let me go to the military? Oh, dang.
If I could go, you wouldn't go.
Is that why I went to college and I was listening. You go out here, don't come back here without no degree. Okay?
Right.
That's what I sent you to school for. I don't care if you got to stay there now 4-5 years. Don't come back here without a degree.
Okay.
Don't come back here without that paper now.
Don't come back here without this paper.
I just finished, but I didn't finish, and so that may be a regret. You can always go back, but I wanted to go at that time that I was supposed
to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And things, but stuff changes, like your outlook on what you want to do, and it changes, and that's okay.
It is.
And you don't have to feel like, at least for me, I let go of what I thought I wanted to do, and I'm like, well, it obviously wasn't meant to be. And I can just let that part go, because I'm really on to something else right now. So, but that took a minute. But
it did take a minute to get there.
I'm okay.
I see so many similarities. Like, it's so funny. Like, as I hear like Miss Betty talking, I hear so many. Our kids. This just came to me. Our kids truly are, like reflection of us. Because Miss Betty, I hear you talking, and there's so many things, so many similarities between you and Joy. The dancing, the design, and the crafts, like so many similarities. And just like my mom, I already know. I try not to know, but I know a lot of her is in me. I know that. So our kids are a true resemblance of us. Like, sometimes you see them acting a fool or saying something. I look at my daughter all the time like, oh my God, she's so much. She's so much. But my mom says all the time, she's like, she laughs about it. When I'm stressed out about the two of them, the boy and the girl, she laughs. She's like, that's you all day. The both of them. They're like, they're just like you. Yep. Times two.
My kids, I'm waiting. They not like me. I don't know what that's about, but they not.
Miss Joy. Miss Betty.
That and I are different.
We are. We are very. Me and my mom are very different.
Yeah,
but we're very similar.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's the weird part. Like, we're very different, but we're very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
When babies are born, they look like whoever they look like, and they change throughout the months and the years. And as they get older, they change and they look different. So you see different you or other family members in them come out. So you still have time. I think Kaylin has a part of you, and so does Karis.
Yeah, they do. I don't know why she
but it's in there. Yeah.
Maybe because I'm too close to the situation.
I think that little bit of softness and sensitivity that Kaylin had, and Carrie's have your strong will.
I don't remember being like that.
But you were not quite like Carrie's. No,
yeah, I know.
Weren't. But
nobody like Carrie.
You have it in there. But we also have to remember, our children reach back to folks we don't even know in our family, that we didn't get to know. And those genes sometimes kind of reach back and bring up, and you might not know who your child is.
Or somebody else
praise you.
She just like Uncle such and such, a grandma such and somebody. My daughter was born. She looked just like my grandmother. She just looked just like my mom. Like just like she doesn't. She looks more. She looks very similar to my pictures now.
Okay.
At that age, but when she was born, she looked just like my grandma. Did she, Mama?
Yes, she did. We want the name of Pearl. Hazel Pearl.
I should have
her grandmother's should have been.
So, oh my God, I was so excited about this episode, y'all. We're so happy to have y'all.
We could go on and we really could go on and on and on. But one last thing, because I just want to know, and I'm sure the viewers can want to know. And what and maybe you've answered it already, but what was important to you as a whole person, a whole woman, to either keep or change as you had these babies and these husbands in your lives? Like, what did you hold on to of yourself? What was important to hold on to keep you there? Whether it's a quarter, whether it's just something that just grounded you into who you are.
Something that you did.
Yeah, some you did, some
or you went, something you did before the kids that you kept doing.
Yep.
Anything? I don't remember you going nowhere.
Going or growing?
Going somewhere?
Like going, or I just don't remember. I just remember my mama being a mama, so I don't remember her.
Did you say? What you say?
I just remember her being a mama, so I don't know if she did anything outside of us. You know what I'm saying? Like when I think back, I don't think my mom did. That could be wrong. I'm gonna answer that, but I don't.
No, I used to tell people, because my dad was so strict and the old fashioned, and my mother was too, to the for the females part of being strict. You either adapt to your upbringing or you kind of resist. And my brother, he was hard on my brother too. And he always said, "Dad, I appreciate you so much because without you, I wouldn't be who I am today." I look back and see. So with that being said, it kind of made me just, like I say, Satin and I are different. She's an outgoing person. She speaks out a lot. I'm more of a one-on-one. I'm sort of a, not necessarily introvert, but somewhat version of that. I'm just satisfied being in my own surroundings. My girlfriend, I used to talk late at night on the phone when the kids were asleep. That was my outlet. When they were asleep, I'm up late. Around having my own peace. So as far as going out and doing anything, I was content. Because that's who I was and who I am now. I have two girls who are quiet. Satin's not quiet, but the other two are,
not. She not.
Satin had to hold her position as being number one.
I look at her. You talk about people being somewhat in the family. She get it from the other side of the family, and then my aunt Lillian, and so she was that.
She got it on double size, huh?
Man, you're right. Yeah. We should do a Father's Day edition.
My sisters would always tell us that your family is all you got, and so be close. And so my sisters and I, we were close. All my sisters, we were close, and that's all we needed.
That's great.
That's how you stayed important to you, and you carry that. And it's to this day, like when I see you or see pictures or sat and talk about you and your sisters going on your trip and stuff. So,
because I'm in my feelings right now about something.
You got a whole trip coming up too now.
Here's the thing.
She came on Mother's Day. The day after the Yeah.
I was your Mother's Day gift. I'm your forever Mother's Day gift, okay? But listen, my mom is going on a sister's trip with her sisters for Mother's Day. They're leaving tomorrow. And I'm like, how you gonna go out of town on Mother's Day?
That's what you do.
I think this is our first Mother's Day away from each other.
That's gonna give you time to be with your kids and your husband so they can treat you.
Nah, you know, we got
I don't really know if that's gonna work out like that.
Right. She was trying to send them with you. She trying to send them.
Oh, they was gonna go with you because they can't go nowhere else. So, you know.
Your birthday's the next week. I'll have them.
Well, I appreciate it.
On a weekend, so, you know.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you, Mama. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mom, what was important to you to keep hold on to of yourself as you had to take care of other folks?
For as my own self, again, I think it was sewing again was a part because I would be up late at night. I'm a night owl anyway. When you all go to bed, I did the biggest of my sewing, and because later years after the sewing came the crafting, but blessing to your dad, and he would say sometimes he gave up his ball playing basketball for me to go to exercise, and going to exercise class helps a lot mentally, and that was a way out into meeting with other folks. Yeah.
Mondays and Wednesdays at the church.
Days, yeah.
Fellowship. You were going out to the church with your tight on, going to work.
What now?
You was going out to aerobics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They was doing that.
Yeah. So myself is mostly what creativity saved me in a number of issues and situation of life.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds like your church was a big factor in your life at that point too.
Mm-hmm. It was. And I was quite busy, probably too busy some of those years.
Yep.
Or is that?
That was too.
Yep.
Hmm?
That's similar for us too. We stayed at.
Yeah.
Because I was a member of the same church. I was almost 9 years old. And so all my kids were brought up in the same church and back in the same church. We did a lot. And it was just church. So, you know, our friends, outside friends, are our family friends, members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I got married. I got married there. It was important for me I got married there, you know. I got baptized there. So that's like, it was our family church. So it was hard. Hard for me to leave and Cleve when I got married. It was hard because that was home for me. So we spent a lot of days, a lot of nights at that church.
Okay. I hear you. Is that here in Georgia?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's in East Atlanta. Atlanta. Shout out First Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
Georgia.
So yeah. I remember Mama, us going to church so much. And like we just had these like rules. Like I can see in my mind, like my mom from the choir stand. Yeah, I told y'all she was strict. If we was back there talking, because you know I was talking. Y'all know me. Y'all know I was talking.
Yep.
You know I was running my mouth.
Yep. Yeah. Holding her own.
I was running. You know I was running my mouth. Mm-hmm. My mama would stand up, y'all, in her choir robe, y'all, preaching, and she be doing these things like this. They were like, your mama looking. He in trouble.
Yeah. Like you knew you could go get in trouble.
She knew.
Yeah. I knew if I didn't get her one, open them to get me. So, you know, get your time. Get her together.
Get her together. She back there running them.
Running my Mom, what did they say? My mama said every school conference was the same. What they told you at the school conference, Mama?
Now, Sadness is very smart. She does all her work and everything, but she talks all the time. That matter for her, she's always running her mouth. Her grades are perfect. She's always running.
You remember my teacher moved me next to her. I was talking to her. My mama said, Satin. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I said my name wrong. Because, you know, my mama said it right. She said, Satin. If this lady called me one more time and she tell me you down there talking, I'm going to come down to that school and I'm going to spank your butt in front of the whole classroom. So go in there, do your work, keep your mouth closed.
I went in the whole classroom.
That didn't last long.
No.
You couldn't help
it. I can't help it. I told her that I can't help it. I'm trying, but I can't stop.
I'm trying to be quiet.
I'm trying to be quiet.
There's so much on my mind.
I know this is the girls' conversation, but can you think of anything you might want? Can we turn the tables and ask y'all something?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. What's in my cup?
Go ahead, Oprah and Gail. Take it away.
Gail, Oprah, go ahead. Y'all got it.
Are you
happy?
happy? Are you happy? I can't see. Are you happy?
Am I happy?
Yes, are you happy?
Just in life, period, or what you mean happy?
In life, period.
I am now. Yeah, I am now. I think it took me a minute to find my happy. Cause dang, that's a deep question.
That is kind of
that's a deep question. I think as I am getting older, and learning myself and learning what's important to me, and kind of realizing there's more to me than just being just a mom and a wife, and finding things that I like to do that's keeping me grounded. I can say now I am. I don't know if it's always been like that. Well, I can say it's not always been like that, but I am now. Took me a minute to get there. My struggle. My struggles, and what has tugged at me over the years, and things that have upset me, and things that didn't make me happy. But yeah, now I am.
Well, good.
That's great.
Good mommy. So good.
Thank you, mother. Thanks.
Joy, you're a good mommy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I love you, little girl.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm being a good parent.
Right.
That's a struggle, because sometimes you thinking, and I sit up my tears when it comes to parenthood with both of the kids. Like you always second guessing, you always questioning, like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing for my child? Am I disciplining them the right way? Am I teaching them the right thing? Am I screaming too much? Am I not screaming enough? Am I advocating for them like they need to be advocated for? Am I supporting them like I need to? So those are that's the fear that's always in the back of my mind. Like as they grow older and they get to 30 some odd years old and they look back, are they going to be able to say, "Oh, my mom"?
I just asked you one question.
Sorry.
You can go on.
Sorry.
Here go that talking again. I don't. I mean, we're
sorry. I really had to honestly.
I really didn't have a question to ask. But sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
She was going somewhere though. She was going.
I felt that in my spurt.
And her in your what? In your what?
In my spurt, my shanana.
Yeah. I know. So I am happy. I know I am. I recognize my blessings. So
yes, you better preach, friend.
I think happiness may be situational. It's seasonal. I'm not sitting anywhere where I don't want to be. I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do.
Okay.
I'm not forced to do stuff that I don't want to do. So I'm not looking. I don't have any empty voids. Or I'm recognizing if I did have something, like where that's from, what can I do? And I'm not always looking for like, okay, I need to be. I'm on a path, but I'm not like, oh, I need to do this. Oh, I got to be here.
Yeah,
that's not there. So, yeah. Okay. I'm happy. I'm tired, but I'm happy. I'm here.
I'm tired, but I'm here. I might be ugly.
What
you say?
All right.
But my God, I'm here.
Goldberg. You may have answered it. I was just going to ask about, is there something within you all that you want to hold on, or you would, something else you may want to do other than what you're doing now? Whatever that would be.
Yeah, I want to know that too. Go ahead, Joey.
Whether it's in career or just personal, or whatever.
I think I can speak both for me and Saturn when we don't want to work no more.
Friends, tell them again for the people in the back.
We don't want to really work. So,
okay.
But I don't mind it. But I just would like to I want to be more of a servant, and I want to be more of a service outside of my home. But now with COVID, there's limitations, and there's limitations I put on myself, and excuses that I make. So that's what I want to do. Just more of really touching a community. And I don't have, for community, it doesn't have to be, I got to go back to the hood to give back. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's a community, whether that's women or whether that's someone outside of your neighbor, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that, friend. Good job.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's going to
happen. I'm big on cultivating like new relationships. I think reaching people, I think this platform, I prayed about, this has been in the works for a long time. I prayed about it. And whether we, reach 20 people or we reach 200 people, 2,000 people, if somebody can hear, what we're going through and just be judgment-free advocate for, the everyday woman. Mm-hmm. And when we get that feedback of, oh my God, what y'all talked about on, y'all's episode really touched me, really spoke to me. That means so much. Because this is something that we wanted to do. And we thought that it would be beneficial, not for just me and Joy to just get on here and chat and talk, because we do that anyway all the time. But just to reach other women just like us. Right. So this is something that we really wanted to do. And so I'm hoping that it grows, and I've been praying about it, that that it grows and we can reach other people and get that honest, positive feedback, and so that somebody can say y'all bless me or y'all help me or along the way. So that's what I'm hoping to gain.
I like that.
Everything.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here for the ride.
We here for the ride, and it's only up from here. Before we wrap up,
then it's up, then
it's lean.
Oh.
Down watch. No, they ain't even join in. Okay. Before we wrap though, we do want to just say to our mamas, we appreciate y'all for joining us today. Really, it meant the world. And mommy, this is to you person. If I don't tell you, because I tell you all the time, I'm so thankful for you. I'm so blessed. My children are blessed to have you. I'm blessed to have you. Whether I tell you today, tomorrow, or not, I admire you. I look up to you. I admire your heart, that giving heart that you have, like that. My mom, and she probably does not want me to say, but she took care of my grandparents. Mm-hmm. And like she quit what she doing, stopped her life to take care of my grandparents until they left this earth. She did that for her brothers, and she just has, she raised my kids. When I said I was pregnant with GJ and Mama, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the child, because I don't know what to do. Yeah. My mama helped me. He been with her since he was like 2 weeks old. The girl too. She moved in with her and was with me for 5 years until, she moved out. It was time to go. So that heart that she has, I really hope that I get a piece of that, that giving and that service. So mommy, I admire you and I love you and I'm so thankful for you. Happy Mother's Day, mommy.
Okay. Appreciate it. You put me. I hope you get a piece of that heart too. So when it's my turn.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
You want we joke about it a lot, y'all. She said
you had two other kids, 2 other girls for that.
She's like, what about the mother two? What about the mother two?
I keep telling my mama I can't. I'm like, mama, come on now, get on up. Let's go to the doctor now. Let's get your clothes on, get your shoes on. And I'm pay for it.
I got the teary eyes, but she always telling me and my sister she gonna put us in a place together.
Together, they gonna be together.
Y'all got each other?
They'll have each other, huh?
Where you latch, she don't. So it can't.
They're 11 months apart. Like they, what they call them?
Irish twins.
And they always together. Like they always, all of them, they real tight. Like for real. She wasn't on the phone with me right now on this Zoom call. She'd be, they'd be on like 5 way.
5 way.
So yeah, so she got somebody. She said she got somebody. You don't
She'll
need
be all right.
Take care of you.
That's okay. My baby girl gonna take care of me.
That's
one
right.
of them.
Joe, it's your turn, Joy.
She'll probably be knocking them down to get to you.
She would. She'll be there giving orders. Giving orders.
About her. She be asking to speak to the manager. Now look, this not right.
Yep.
Talk to the manager.
Yep. She'll come in. Yep. We all got our place. But
right.
I don't say it enough. I don't know. I don't think I would have a mind or any sort of peace without my mom. Like I wouldn't. And I think God knew what he was doing when I gave birth to my little kids, to my babies, because my mom was able to be here with me and take care of me and the children, because she was retired. Had it been me having them earlier, her not retired, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what life looks like. And because your mom, they know what you go through without even saying it. They know what that look is, that tired look, that frustrated look, that you doing all this. They know. So that's my Mother's Day gift. Like, you need to just come on and live here, and not just
You hear that? Miss Betty?
She tells me that all the time, though.
But it's not just about the kids and helping me out here. It's just not about that. It's more to it, but that is icing on the cake. So with that,
you want your mom right about now. Is that point in that point in life where you want your close?
Yeah, but I guess she don't like me like that. So
she likes that.
Just to have some dancing to do. So
I would have left 2 months ago. It's all right.
Miss Betty, I be looking for you when you be gone. I'm like, when Miss Betty come back?
Right?
She gone too long now.
Too long.
Come back.
Mm-hmm. I've been here the last 5 years, 6 now, more than I've been in Cleveland.
There you
That's
go.
far. That's far, Miss Betty. That's far.
Mm-hmm.
You like it here?
It's all good. I like the folks that are here.
Okay.
And the weather, the Atlanta got a lot of traffic, and
be in traffic.
I won't
going nowhere.
I guess this year has showed many of things in many places for politics and all of that. So I won't go there, but for the most part, I like it because of the folks.
Oh yeah,
that I'm related to, and
that's it.
in different ways. So
that's it. That's all you need. That's all you need.
Pam 15 minutes away from me, honey. When she leave my driveway, I'm like, at the 12-minute mark, Pam, you turned on your street. That's still got 3 minutes. I know
our kids get to be the parents at a certain age.
Mom, did you take your medicine?
Yep.
Mom, did you take your vitamins this morning?
Yep.
Mom, did you lock the door?
Yep.
Hey, Mom.
I appreciate it though.
Yep.
Mom, it's raining outside this morning. You might want to leave a little bit early today.
That's true.
Lord.
Well. I want to say all my are sweet and caring in that way. So I'm blessed. I love all in my heartbeats.
Mm-hmm. Well, we want to thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us. It was a little eerie at first, but this was fun. It was good.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, if all hearts and minds are clear, we're gonna get a benediction. Look, we close out here.
We do.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, team. Everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Happy
Good
Mother's
night.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Good night.